Heal and root, healing the future from the root.
Good morning, this is Qingqiao information of Monday, May 12, 2025. Moment of enlightenment, like the wheel and the axle, they depend on each other. When the lips are gone, the teeth feel the cold. The interconnectedness of the system is like an invisible vein. Ignoring it leads to danger. Only by understanding the nature of this interconnection, protecting independence, and staying sober in symbiosis can we find vitality in the gears of fate. Today in history, 205 years ago, British nurse Florence Nightingale was born. Her silhouette, holding a lantern and patrolling the night through the bloody dusk of the 19th century, still questions today's life and medical care. True medical civilization is not just a breakthrough in science and technology, but an eternal blend of human warmth and professional rationality. Welcome to Qingqiao Information. Germany declares AfD an extreme right-wing organization. Germany's Federal Office for the Protection of the Constitution has classified the Alternative for Germany Party as a far-right organization. As a result, German intelligence agencies will increase surveillance of the party, using human intelligence, financial investigations, and communications monitoring. Professional popular science. Far-right organizations are political groups with highly conservative positions, characterized by extreme nationalism, xenophobia, and authoritarianism. They may even exhibit violent tendencies in their behavior. Background. 1. The Alternative for Germany Party's core propositions include strong opposition to immigration, advocating Germany first, questioning EU integration, calling for Germany to leave the Eurozone and regain sovereignty, promoting nationalism, and opposing progressive issues like gender equality and climate policy while defending traditional values. Since 2021, it has been monitored as a suspected far-right party by the Federal Office for the Protection of the Constitution. 2. In recent years, the party's popularity has surged. In the February general election, it won over 20% of the vote, ranking second. Qingqiao's view. Labeling Germany's Alternative for Germany party as far-right is a defensive reflex of the democratic system under pressure. But history shows that extremism thrives where social fractures are ignored. Populism can't be defeated by repression alone, it must be disarmed by healing division. When 1/5 of voters turn to enemies of democracy, the real question is, did they betray democracy, or did democracy abandon them first? U.S. reaches ceasefire deal with Houthi rebels. U.S. President Trump announced that the Houthi armed forces, backed by Iran, agreed to halt attacks on U.S. ships in the Red Sea, and the U.S. military would cease airstrikes in return. However, Houthi leader Mushat stated that they would not stop attacking Israel and would continue supporting the people of Gaza. Background. The Houthis currently control about 2/3 of Yemen's Red Sea coast, including Sana'a and Hodeidah, a key port city. Since the outbreak of the latest Israeli-Palestinian conflict, the Houthis have targeted Israeli and American ships passing through the region, prompting large-scale airstrikes by the United States in retaliation. Qingqiao's view. The ceasefire between the United States and the Houthis is essentially a test between two actuaries. The U.S. seeks to secure Red Sea shipping lanes at minimal cost, while the Houthis aim to gain international recognition at minimal price. This agreement will not bring lasting peace, it is merely a brief calm before the next storm. ASEAN manufacturing contracts for first time in 16 months. Background. 1. The Global Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index for 2024 is below the boom-bust line, and ASEAN's export-driven manufacturing sector is unlikely to remain unaffected. 2. ASEAN's manufacturing industry, reliant on foreign investment and imported intermediate goods, has a low-end locked industrial structure. Rising production costs, including energy, logistics, and labor, alongside supply chain disruptions, are further eroding corporate profitability. Qingqiao's view. When ASEAN's manufacturing industry reported its first contraction in 16 months in the cold spring of 2025, this recession was not a cyclical fluctuation but the inevitable outcome of the global value chain's restructuring and the regional economic model's flaws. It highlights the dual crisis of low-end industry challenges and cost inflation, exposed by the external-oriented economic dependence amid the global demand winter. Sweden shooting leaves at least 3 dead. A shooting in the center of Uppsala, Sweden's fourth-largest city, killed 3 men aged 15 to 20. The suspect fled on an electric scooter. Background. 1. In 2024, Sweden saw 147 shootings, a 63% surge from 2022, with 65% linked to gang conflicts. In Uppland province, where Uppsala is located, the death rate from gang violence doubled in 2 years, creating a cycle of street fights, police suppression, escalation of retaliation. 2. In 2024, Swedish police seized a record number of illegal guns, 70% of which flowed in from the Balkans and Eastern Europe. Electric scooters have become mobile arsenals, turning violent crimes into guerrilla warfare. Qingqiao's view. The gunfire on the streets of Uppsala not only claimed 3 young lives but also shattered Sweden's long-held image as an oasis of peace. This Nordic country, once known for high welfare and low crime, is now slipping into one of Europe's most dangerous spirals of violence. The main contract of lithium carbonate 2,507 dropped 2.16%, hitting a new low of 63,380 yuan per ton. Qingqiao's view. Lithium carbonate, a core material for new energy vehicle batteries and energy storage, is facing a market shift from resource dividends to cost pressures. This crisis serves as both a stress test for leading companies like Tianqi Lithium and Ganfeng Lithium, and an opportunity for a revaluation of the global lithium industry chain. Today's insight. When the German far-right uses Germany first to tear at democracy, the Red Sea ceasefire rekindles geopolitical tension, ASEAN's manufacturing loses its world factory edge under cost pressure, and gunfire in Sweden shakes the core of the welfare model. These are not isolated events. They echo the old proverb, when the lips are gone, the teeth feel the cold, reminding us that in a globalized world, every crack signals an oxygen shortage in our shared civilizational system.